Okay, if you're an Android and Windows user, you know the struggle. You know that feeling of trying to get a simple file from your phone to your computer. Well, guess what? The long wait for an AirDrop-like experience is finally over. We're going to break down the one tool that solves this headache for good.
Come on, be honest. You've done it, right? You take an amazing video on your phone, you go to send it to your PC, and bam, file size too large. It is the most frustrating, clunky, outdated process, but we've all been there.
So let's just break this down. The old way versus the new way. On one side, you've got the chaos. Hunting for the right USB cable, hitting those ridiculous email limits, and just wasting time and data uploading to the cloud just to download it again. But on the other side, that's what we're talking about. Seamless, instant, and just an effortless workflow.
Yeah, this emailing yourself thing, it's a total workflow killer. I mean, email attachment limits are stuck at like 25 megabytes. That's nothing. So trying to share high-quality photos, let alone videos, becomes this whole ridiculous song and dance of compressing files or using clunky workarounds.
And it's so important to remember, this wasn't your fault. For years, the whole Android and Windows world was kind of like the Wild West. Every company was trying to build their own thing, their own solution. So while Apple users were just zipping files around with AirDrop, the rest of us were we were left feeling pretty far behind.
So how did we get here? This timeline really tells the story. We started in the dark ages. You remember, tangled cables and sketchy ad-filled apps. Then, in 2020, we got a glimmer of hope with Google's Nearby Share. But the real moment, the turning point, was 2024. That's when Google and Samsung finally joined forces and created one unified standard called Quick Share. And that, my friends, changed everything.
So, let's meet the hero of our story, Quick Share. This is it, the official unified solution that finally brings that seamless, easy file sharing to all of us on Android and Windows. And it's not just another app, you gotta understand, this is the new standard.
So what's the magic trick behind this? It's a really cool technology called Wi-Fi Direct. The easiest way to think about it is like your devices create their own secret, private, super fast tunnel just for your files. It completely bypasses your home Wi-Fi router, and, this is the best part, it doesn't use a single bit of your mobile data.
And when I say this private tunnel is fast, I mean it is fast. We're talking speeds over 200 megabits per second. To put that in perspective, you can send a huge 4 gigabyte 4K video from your phone to your computer in under a minute. You can't even dream of doing that with email.
And you know, the real beauty of Quick Share is just how simple it is. It's really just a 3-step dance that happens in the background. First, your devices do a quick little handshake using low-energy Bluetooth, which is perfect for discovery without killing your battery. Then, boom, they create that high-speed Wi-Fi direct tunnel. And finally, your files get sent securely right through it. No internet used.
Okay, that all sounds great, right? But how do you actually get it working? Well, let's get into the practical side. Setting this up on your Windows PC is an absolute breeze. It literally only takes a few minutes.
All right, step 1, and this is super important for your own security. Make sure you download the official app from Android.com. Avoid any weird clones or third-party sites. Once it's installed, just sign in with the same Google account you use on your phone. Then you just have to set your PC's visibility. And that's it. Seriously, your PC is now ready to catch any file you throw at it. Okay, here's a little pro tip that's going to save you a potential headache. The very first time you set this up, set your PC's visibility to Receive from Everyone. It just makes it way easier for your phone to find it for that initial connection. Once they're paired up, you can, and probably should, switch it back to the more secure Contacts Only setting.
Now look, even the best tech can have a little hiccup now and then, so let's get ahead of the curve and talk about a few common issues you might run into. That way you can fix them in a flash.
This is it. This is the #1 question we see. I've installed it all, I've followed the steps, but my phone just can't see my PC. What is going on? Don't worry, the fix is usually really simple. First, double-check that both your phone and your PC are on the exact same Wi-Fi network. That's a big one. Also, if you're using a VPN, try turning it off for a second, because that can block local connections. And of course, make sure Bluetooth is actually turned on for both devices. Oh, and keep in mind, if you're on a public network like at a coffee shop, they sometimes block these kinds of connections for security.
Now here's a weird one. This is a hidden Windows quirk that catches so many people. It's called the administrator trap. For some reason, if you run the QuickShare app as an administrator, Windows Security steps in and blocks the drag and drop feature from working. So the fix is simple. Always just run the app normally.
So once you have QuickShare set up, you're not just getting a new app. You're fundamentally upgrading your entire workflow. I mean, just imagine zapping a huge video from your PC to your phone seconds before you run to a meeting, or instantly getting all your vacation photos onto your computer to start editing. It's just seamless. It completely changes how you work.
And hey, don't just take my word for how big a deal this is. As one Android ecosystem analyst put it, the unification of this tech was the most important event for the Android ecosystem in a decade. This wasn't just another feature. This was the frictionless AirDrop experience that literally billions of us have been begging for.
So, the days of tangled cables, error messages, and just wasted time, they're over. With this new, seamless power right at your fingertips, the possibilities are pretty much endless. So the only real question left is, what are you going to create?